Alright, so this video right here is the younger generation. Tell you some mistakes, I made in high school, some friends made in high school, and the importance of high school. Um, for those of you who don't know, maybe your parents didn't graduate, you don't know the outcome of graduating, or you think, hey, my parents made it, I could make it. Um, these days are so much different than, your parents getting a job, in the 90s, pretty much. Than nowadays, it's real tough to get a job. There's always people filling job positions, and if you don't graduate high school, I guarantee you, from the ages 18 and up, you will have a difficult life. You won't be able to accomplish pretty much anything. You'll live paycheck to paycheck. Maybe some of you get lucky. You found something, but this is just speaking to the majority of the other people. That are going through high school and maybe aren't graduating or are saying screw graduating. I'm class of '07. I'm 25 now. Um, this is I'm an average person. Me myself. I would party. I would ditch school. Um, lie to my parents. Get in fights at school. Got caught up with a knife at school, butterfly knife. They wanted to give me a felony for it. My dad stepped in, fought it down, brought it down to a misdemeanor, and I had strict parents. And even though I had strict parents, I still did that, and I still got away with a lot. But one thing is, my dad was from a certain neighborhood. He grew up kind of rough. He didn't want that type of lifestyle for me. That's why every time I messed up, he whooped my ass. My dad was old-fashioned ass whooping. He would, go in the room, be with the bare ass. I always remember it, and I thank him for that. I really do. Um, I know what it's like to be in trouble, and that's the parents these days. That's what you need to drill in for your kids, is what it's like to be in trouble. If they're doing bad, oh, it's cute, or oh, they're smoking weed, it's a stage. No, interfere in their life. You really need to interfere in their life. And if you think it is okay, if you're allowing your kid to smoke weed, and it's between you guys, keep interfering constantly, as in making sure he's not addicted to it. If you're letting him do it here and there, okay. But if you're seeing it's a problem, or he ain't got no money, he can't buy himself new shoes, you need to interfere. That's when he has his priorities, she has their priorities messed up. Drugs are fun in school. Drugs are really easy to get in school too. By other people's parents, by parties. They're just easy. I remember the one of the first times taking ecstasy, I took it at my prom. And it was crazy. It was nuts. And after that, I started smoking weed. Then I started hearing about the clinics opening up. And then how easy it is to get a recommendation. You just pretty much you go, oh, my back hurts. I got some surgery. All right, they want your money. So in these, I'm not bashing the medical clinics. I'm not bashing that. I'm talking towards the parents. Monitor your kids more. Step in their life. Have lunch with them once a week, or not even once a month, or once every other month. But don't ignore your kid. Don't let them pass by or think they're going through stages, because trust me, they want someone there. They really do. I I kept my parents to a distance. I my mom always worked. Me and my dad, we disagreed. I felt like his punishments were too rough. So when I turned 20, I left the house. He told me pretty much, you're good to stay out. Don't even worry about it. You know, I got my feelings hurt and I left. Went up, you know, started my own life, started my own thing. You know, then I got mixed into drugs. You know, something, you know, parents don't know about. You know, and it was crazy because how I got introduced to drugs was I got tricked. I got tricked. You know, they were telling me, you know, oh, you ever smoke Cocoa Puffs? And I was like, yeah, I have. I really wasn't. You know, I was trying to be cool. You know, all along, you know, I got tricked. I was smoking crack and weed together. You know, as bad as that sounds, you know, and I, you know, I was out the house. You know, I was 20. You know, I still, you know, was doing bad things. You know, and when I woke up, I saw my uncle in the damn streets with me, straight up. I saw my fucking uncle. And I was just like, you know, this is the guy that everybody talks about that's in and out of prison, you know, that's fucking, you know, every time he comes out, you know, he's robbing someone or, you know, he's doing drugs. And I say, you know, this is how my life is going to be, you know. Just, so the main thing is, you know, no matter how old your kids are, you know, don't push them aside. If you want someone to be proud of, if you want to be proud of your kid, don't push them aside. You need to get them one-on-one, get a heart-to-heart talk, and tell them how you feel. You need to let them know you love them, let them know you're there for them, because if you don't let them know that, simply they're not going to know, you know, and the more drugs they do, the more numb they become, and then the more drugs they do, you know, that it alters your brain chemically. You know, it does, you know, and then, you know, after staying high so long and not seeing your parents, when you do see them, you're a totally different person. You know, you don't give a shit about them. But that's when you're on them, you know. Me, I've been sober for years now. So, you know, thank God for that. You know, I believe in, you know, guardian angels too. You know, I have a guardian angel. I believe it's my great grandma. You know, every time I'm about to come across something crazy, I see a bright flash. Just quick. Bright flash. All the time. And I even told my friend one time, I said, you know, I feel like, you know, my great grandma's with me. And I said, you know, whenever I see something crazy, you know, I'll see a flash. And he was looking in my rearview mirror and he saw a flash. And what happened? I was speeding and there was a cop. Not saying that, you know, she was helping me doing bad, but, you know, I kind of felt, I feel like that's a sign, you know. I feel like it's a sign. So being out in the streets, you know, that's kind of who was always with me. You know, it was her. And just went through some shit, you know, for a couple years. And, you know, I almost went homeless, you know, got my ride repossessed. You know, this is all old shit, but, you know, no one's ever sat down and asked me anything. But that's why this video is here, you know, just from a real ass person to help the younger generation. That's back to my point, you know, you need to graduate, you need to get through high school. You know, I did. Personally, I did. I had, you know, family members who didn't, friends that didn't graduate. And it sucks, man. They can't get through shit, you know. They can't get a fucking job. They can't fix their cars. They can't put gas, you know. Just shit. Me, I've been with my company going on 7 years, man. Through all my shit, I still get my fucking job, you know, because my dad, you know, I always knew. I go back to dad. Hey, how's your work? You know, I can never tell him I don't work there no more. Work at United Parcel Service. You know, it's a fantastic job, great job, I love it. We're union, you know, job protection. It's just, you know, a great place. But anyways, I got a couple more minutes on here. You know, I will be posting more videos, but anyways, you know, it's just, you know, the parents, you know, you really need to interfere in your kid's life, because when you let them go, you know, they get older and they sober up and then they realize shit and they're like, fuck, when I have my kids, I'm not going to do that shit to them, you know. But my mom got sick. My mom got sick when I was out the house. She got diagnosed with MS. And, you know, now shit is different. I miss those years with her, you know. I miss, you know, always going to the grocery store and, you know, me nagging at her, you know, when we're going home, you know. And her always like, I'm not bringing you next time. And, you know, oh, okay. You know, and, you know, now sometimes it's hard for her to walk. You know, and me and my dad's relationship, you know, got fucked up because, you know, I feel like I went through all that shit because of him. But I haven't told him that, you know, and that's just a whole another fucking story. All that, with my parents, I love them to death, you know. But my life is great though, you know. Just I have a little brother and a little sister. You know, I have my wife, but you know, I don't open up to her, you know. And then I don't talk to my parents. My brother and sister are small, you know. Majority of the time, you know, I don't open up to anyone. You know, I'm just very people, you know, see things about me, you know, when they see me in person. They might see me dressed up, you know, doing fine, but you know, no one knows how you're exactly feeling. Like when I go out and I see a bum in the street or something, I give them some money. I help them out. You know, I give them a tip. You know, I'm like, wow, nice sweater, something to make their fucking day because no one else is. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of cocky ass people. You know, I think their shit don't stink. You know, or if I go out to the store, you know, when I go out to the store like this, like a hat, like no hat, you know, like my hair's not done. You know, people start, you know, look at you up and down, and it's just like, you know, I'm 25, you know, I live in a house that's paid off, but it's not in my name. But my grandma hit the lotto. My grandma hit the lotto and bought it. You know what I mean? So I'm okay. You know, I own my own truck. I've been with my company for a long time. I have three beautiful kids, and they're over there, you know, stressing the hell out of the, you know, 9 to 5 or whatever. You know, it's just, what is it their business? You know, what is it their business to, you know, judge a book by its cover? You know, that's what I hate. But anyways, main thing, man, is, you know, this younger generation, you need to graduate. You need to graduate because when you get out of school and all your friends are gone and all the drugs are gone and all the partying is gone and you're old, you're going to need that fucking diploma to get you a decent job or to get you enrolled into college. You know, before you go into college, they're going to make you take a GED course. You know, you don't want to take your GED, even though it's pretty much the same shit, you know, but you just want to, don't waste your time in high school, pretty much. You're there to get something done. Do it done, get it done, and, you know, do a little partying at the same time. But, you know, I plan to do more videos. You know, whatever you want me to do videos, you know, leave a comment. I'll be real with you. I'll be, you know, real as hell. I'm an average person. I ain't rich, you know, but I get by just fine. You know, my kids have everything they need. My wife has everything she needs. You know, I bought her a big ass wedding ring. You know, we're straight. That's all you need in life. You know, at the end, after all the shit settles, just remember who wanted you around, who was close to you, and who loves you. And that's all who matters. Don't worry about the bad shit. Don't worry about who's talking shit behind whose back. Worry about the people that love you. And most important, graduate and help people out. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll definitely do more videos. Let me know whatever you want to do.